Hey Familia, this is Diego, and welcome to Brother Earth. In this video, I will be reviewing the Buff Dudes Superhero Workout Plan Stage 1, Strength. Before we even get started on the review though, I would like to discuss with you guys some of my gym fears before even getting started with this program. Now before, when I first started getting into working out, and I guess in like 2019, there were certain workouts I was not down to try. I was okay with trying most machines, different things like that, but when it came to certain workouts, like the compound workouts especially, those workouts terrified me, such as, you know, deadlifts, squats, you know, the bench press. I mean, with not the machine bench press, but the actual bench press, stuff like that, I was never really comfortable with. You know, you just worry that you're going to be a gym fail waiting to happen. Or worse, you could really hurt yourself with some of those exercises. So I was kind of always afraid of them. I'm not going to lie. Workouts I never really thought I would ever try. If I'm going to be honest with you, I never thought I would try these workouts. But I learned quickly, and this was in the beginning stage, which is stage 0. That one had a lot of compounds. Immediately got me into doing the compounds. And when I say the compounds, it was extremely heavy on deadlifts, on squats, and on the bench press. Of course, overhead press was another one that was big and always in the program, but squats were definitely part of the beginner program, and squats with a bar, not like a goblet squat where you use a kettlebell, which I used to kind of favor over doing the real squat movements and whatnot. Yeah, so I learned quickly that I had to learn how to do those, and this was in stage 0 of the plan. And I also learned pretty quickly that those are some of my favorite workouts. I love squats now. Squats are my favorite. I realize how strong my legs are. I love deadlifts. It just makes you realize how strong you are in general, and I didn't realize how strong I was, and I was able to lift a lot more weight than I ever expected to. But I was afraid of these workouts. I was afraid of them. You got to keep that in mind. The Buff Dudes program immediately from the start, before I even got to stage 1, made me face those fears, which is cool. It's good to step out of your boundaries and whatnot. Get out of your comfort zone. I think the Buff Dudes will say quite a bit themselves. So in this program, or if you do one of their programs, be prepared to get pulled out of your routine, or, you know, your comfort zone, because that's where you learn growth, is outside of the comfort zone, not stuck in there where you're doing the same stuff all the time, never growing. But yeah, it's funny. Who figured that I would love the deadlifts and the squats? You ask my brother, he would have said no way. Always terrified of him, but go figure.
We're gonna know.
All right, now on to the strength plan review itself. Now, this plan, of course, as the name says, is about building strength. Now, with that, it's more compounds, just like the beginner program, more compounds. Now, I'm not gonna break down day by day what their program is, because, I mean, you have options. You can buy the program yourself on their website, and I'll even link that in the description below in case anyone is interested in that, because they have more than one program. But I'm not going to give away their program, but you also have the option of viewing their program. They did every video except for, I think, in stage 3, which is the stage I'm in right now. Feeling pretty good, but Ben will talk to you guys more about stage 3, but I'm in the best shape I've probably ever been in. Heads up on stage 3. They have their videos, so you can watch their video program and you can basically follow along with them. So, but they do have the program for you on YouTube, so you can just follow along, which is pretty awesome of them.
No, we are not finished yet.
But back onto the review, as I kind of rant and rave. One thing I noticed about this plan is it isn't really made to build muscle necessarily. It's just strength. It's to find out how strong you are and to push that and get even stronger. So it's not necessarily going to build a lot of muscles for you or anything, but it is going to get you stronger. So when you are starting to get into the hypertrophy workouts and things of that nature where you are trying to build muscle, you'll have the strength to do so. They set up the plan really well that way. Now, when I first looked at this, at stage 1 in particular of this plan, there was workouts I had never heard of, never seen, things such as the Zercher squat. The Zercher squat. Now, keep in mind, you guys, if you do this program or if you try a Zercher squat, you might get some bruises. I definitely got a bruise from the front squat right here. I'm trying to hold it, and the bar kind of got stuck right here when it should be a little higher so I can get a proper front squat. I'm getting better at it. We'll figure it out, but it's got a bruise from the bar. But yeah, the Zercher squat, that one, you basically rest the bar on the crux of your elbow and you squat. Yeah, pretty exciting when, you know, you see really buff dudes at the gym, like kind of looking at you or telling you you're wild for doing those type of workouts. The best compliment I ever got at the gym is a really buff dude's like, you guys are wild for doing this type of workouts, front squats, Zercher squats, things of that nature. So we also learned about the prone row. What the is a prone row? And then the floor press and the Z press. Floor press sounds pretty self-explanatory. It's a bench press on the floor, but a Z press, that I had to learn about as well. Now, of course, deadlifts are in this program, in the stage 1 part of this program, because I mean, it is the king of the compound workouts at the end of the day. So
there's the crowd. I cannot believe this moment right here. The king of the ring.
You got to do your deadlifts and variations on the deadlift to strengthen your deadlift overall at the end of the day. It's incredible how the program worked out, and it feels great being able to lift a lot of weight. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. So definitely, so far so good as far as the review goes on this plan. Now, like I said before, these are a bunch of new exercises for me, and I had to follow along. Not only did I have the book, not only did I buy the book itself, and I, you know, you have a lot of tutorials on there, but I wanted to watch the video too. And I watched the video every time before I go to the gym, and, you know, got more familiar with the exercises, learned how to properly do some of the exercises I've never seen before, started light on my weight. I mean, you know, I'm building strength in this program, so I started lighter in the beginning and progressively heavier and heavier and heavier and heavier as the weeks went on, the 3 weeks of this program went on. A few other things that I did that I've never heard of before is pin squats. Well, I heard of those, and I know a lot of like strong mother. They do a lot of they'll do a lot of those pin squats and stuff. And I was doing pin squats, rack pulls, which are supposed to strengthen your deadlift. It was great. It was really fun learning these new exercises and realizing how much stronger I am than I ever thought. As you guys can probably tell, I loved the strength program. I learned I was stronger than I ever thought I was. I feel like a little beast after that program, I'm not gonna lie. A 5'7" beast. I'm one step closer on my goal to catching up to Johnny Hungy.
Time kicks across the chest from Johnson. Silver back body drop. Johnny Hungy.
Now, another cool thing about the program is the book itself, because it's a booklet. So I'm walking around like Arnold Schwarzenegger here. It's a booklet. It also comes with a work log, so you can write down the work log instead of putting it in like an app on your phone, which is cool. I totally get it. I mean, this is 2021, but I honestly really like writing it down and putting it in paper, because it's definitive. You can't just go back and erase it. It's in there. It makes me more accountable to myself, to the program, and to my gains at the end of the day. Now, as I was saying, you get heavier and heavier. When I was getting heavier and heavier with like rack pulls and deadlifts, I realized that my grip strength, because I kind of have I don't have the best right hand. It doesn't have the best grip strength on my right hand, and I'm working on that as well, but it just can't handle the loads that I can handle on some occasions. So I did struggle with like rack pulls when I was going heavier weight that I knew I could do, but my grip was just not allowing it. That was frustrating, but I got over that. I realized there are other things I can do, such as I got wrist straps, which also caused me a little trouble. Perhaps I didn't use them as well as I should have, so I kind of threw those to the side. I will use them again in the future when I learn how to do them better myself, to be honest with you. But doing the alternated grip on the deadlifts and the rack pulls, you will see that I was able to get like my heaviest weight on the rack pull with that, no problem. My grip was fine. You'll probably see that now as I'm talking. But yeah, so I learned a lot about different options I have too when there are certain things holding you back, different variations, different things you can try. There are tools at your disposal, so you just have to look into it, find out what will help you get through certain problems that you may be having with the program, like I was having with grip, as an example. Now, one cool thing as well about getting stronger, feeling stronger, is that I also got more confident, and I know I'm stronger than I ever was before, so that just made me feel more confident, made me feel better about myself in that aspect, which carries on to other things. When you have an outlet or a way to get rid of some of the negative energy physically, such as lifting heavy metal or whatever it may be, that's a really cool thing as well. So that's something that's helped me mentally as well. So I feel not only physically stronger, but mentally stronger after this program, after this stage of the program. I keep saying program, but this is just the first stage. So as far as what I would rate this stage of this program, I mean, are we doing a 5 out of 5 scale or a 10 out of 10 scale? Either way, it's 10 out of 10. It did exactly what it said it was going to do. It gave me strength, not just in the gym, but mentally. I haven't been strong like this in a very long time, if ever. So that really helped with like my confidence and everything. So yeah, it's a perfect 10.
Give it a 10. A 10. A 10. Gentlemen.
And as far as those new workouts I was trying, they've become some of my favorite workouts. Some of the workouts I was afraid of are now some of my favorite workouts. I consider that a win within itself. I love doing squats now. I love doing the different variations of squats now. It's really fun. It's really exciting. So that comfort zone thing I was mentioning earlier, get out of it sometimes. Not always. I'm not saying I'll always do it. Get out of it sometimes, and it may help you get through everyday life. The first stage of the Buff Dudes superhero workout plan is definitely worth it. If you're looking to buy a program, they're not very expensive, but they're very intuitive and they're great at setting up the program. And I understand the process they did with setting up this program, and yeah, it makes sense to me. So as far as it goes with me, I will give the Buff Dudes a single bicep salute. And by the end of this program, let's hope that's a little bit bigger, but it's getting bigger already. Next stage, one other thing, the next stage that we're doing after this strength program is, oh shit, it's endurance. No! All right, everyone, now, thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed this review. If you like the video, please like it. If you haven't yet, give us a subscribe. We have new content, different topics, different things that we talk about. Right now, we are really working on our fitness, trying to get these arms to get, look at that, trying to get these arms bigger so I can look like the Buff Dudes. Once I get these traps fully in, my brother told me this earlier, once we get those traps in, we can be considered Buff Dudes, and it's growing in there, guys. Whoa, very excited. So I'm going to end this with thank you for watching. Of course, thank you for spending your time with us today. Any little bit of time you did, we truly appreciate you. Give us a like, give us a ding on the notification bell. Hey, Brother Earth.